Alrighty boys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video guys, I am going to go over the best class in Roblox World 0. Now guys, just so you do know, this is a bit fact-based and a bit opinion-based. If you guys want to support your boy, make sure you guys go ahead and press that fat subscribe button. Also like the video guys, it really does help out a lot. Thank you. Alright guys, welcome to the video, and if you guys can tell by the title, we're going over pretty much the best class in this game. I'm gonna talk about a couple things, if there really even is a best class and that type of stuff. Now as I said in the intro guys, this is a bit fact-based and a bit opinion-based. And this is really a more opinion, but there is some facts to go along with this. But yeah, so let's get into this. Now guys, I want you also to know that I have played all of these classes. Definitely I've played more than others. Now I will say I will be probably just a tiny bit biased because I played more of them. But if I am, I really am going to go more statistically just so I can get the correct answer for you guys. So going along guys, with these 6 classes, I'm going to leave Demon out for now and then head over to Demon last. So guys, the first class I do want to go over is going to be Elementalist. So Elementalist is definitely a pretty good one, but I feel like it's kind of just like adding pets together and kind of making like a huge pet, which can be cool at times. But really, I mean, it's good at range, so it's good at that type of stuff. As far as I know, it doesn't really do very well in healing. I'm not sure if there is actually any healing with it as far as I know. But overall, Elementalist is like an okay class. It's not the best. They kind of sticking in the range with Elementalist. I'm going over to another like magic type thing. It's gonna be Mage of Light, which is kind of like it. Like obviously it's not like that, but you're gonna do kind of magic stuff. You can shoot orbs and do a lot of healing. Now obviously this is what I was talking about earlier. Mage of Light, this is just a fact. It is the best healer in the game because of the amount of attacks it has. It gives you shield, it gives you healing, it can do attacks as well, it can take debuffs off people. Like it's pretty much generally the best healer in the game, and that's why it's really hard to compare. But again, we are talking about the most balanced, the one that has everything, healing, damage, and all that type of stuff. So for this, I'm gonna leave Mage of Light out of this because I feel like it's really just meant to be a healer, so it's not gonna be the most balanced. And I'm gonna do the same thing for Elementalist. Now if you guys have not played Guardian yet, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and play Guardian. It's a super fun class to play. You guys get a huge sword and you can just go ahead and whack enemies non-stop. It's super fun to get some crazy attacks, and it's just really good for DPS in general. It's definitely a slower one, but it really is good for DPS. Now, I'm going to be comparing this also with Berserker. So, if you guys didn't know, Berserker is kind of similar to Guardian, but it's almost like, it's just a bit faster. That's kind of why Berserker, more people use Berserker, because it really is just generally faster. As you guys can see, this attacker is pretty slow to use. Even though it does a lot of damage, it is pretty slow. But all around, Guardian and Berserker are very good for damage. But the problem with them is healing-wise, none of them really utilize this in a really good way. You know, I'm keeping pets out of this, guys, just to go straight up with classes. None of them really utilize this in a very good way. They're more of just tanky type things, which is great, but we're trying to go for balance here, so I'm also gonna drop you guys out of the competition. Hey guys, a quick disclaimer real quick. I just want you guys to know this is all opinion based. Play whatever you guys have the most fun playing. I'm really just going for the most balanced thing out there. So guys, going back to the video, next up we have Dual Wielder. Now the thing with Dual Wielder is it's kind of like its own type of thing. It's very fast. Like you guys can see, you hit very fast. You got some crazy attacks, and it's just all around a super fast one. If you like to play fast, I recommend using this. But again, it doesn't really utilize healing that much. And again, when you're trying to utilize healing, here's the problem. You have to have a balanced class with healing, and if your class can't heal, it's not going to be as balanced. So really, overall, this is also going to be taken out of the list because the healing part is really a big factor. But this definitely could be a pretty tanky role. You just run around, people be super fast, and it can definitely be a tanky role. Now guys, coming down to the final spot, it's going to be Paladin versus Demon. This is a really big argument going on in the game because I know a lot of people actually like to main either Demon, Paladin, and usually Berserker, but again, we're trying to go for balance here, not full DPS. Now the reason it is Paladin and Demon is because, well, first off, the thing with Paladin, guys, is very unique. Paladin is almost like a sword master, but you get a shield. So it's kind of utilizing the tankiness with defense, and you also do have your heal attack. So for example, if I take some damage here and you guys press R, you get a heal attack, which also heals your teammate. And that's something that's going to make this very balanced with your shield as well when they hit you, and you can use your shield at the right time. It's going to defend you about 90% of the damage and also attack the enemy who hits you when your shield is up. So that is why I'm going with Paladin as being super balanced. It's got healing, as you guys can see. It's got your shield. It's got the tankiness with the sword. It's got your Sword of Light, which is one of the most tanky moves in the game, in my opinion. I mean, it just drains them like crazy, and then it gives you like this enrage part. But guys, now as we get to Demon, we're gonna talk about how Demon is very balanced compared to other classes, but how it is sort of like Paladin. Like, as you guys remember, Paladin is more of a tanky role, but it also has its shield and its heals, which makes it super balanced because you can heal yourself and it's super tanky. And this is something that Demon also utilizes very well. There's something I do want to say. It's kind of a shout out to Demon. I mean, guys, look, Demon makes you float. It looks super awesome and stuff like that. But here's what I have to say about Demon. Now, guys, the thing with Demon is very good at taking out multiple mobs at the same time, because you guys can see you got a little purple orb under here and it says 1. So, for example, if I were to throw my scythe, you guys can see it kills a 1 mob, but if I press E, it's going to give me 3 orbs down here. Kind of hard to see, but then when I use it, it's actually going to kill multiple mobs around the area, and that's super good to use when you're trying to kill a lot of people. Now, guys, the thing with Demon is you want to make sure it is utilizing defense, healing, and tankiness, all that type of stuff. You want to get a lot of DPS from it, and that's pretty much what you want to see from a class if you want it to be balanced. Now, the thing with Paladin is you got your shield. Now, the thing with Demon is you don't actually have a shield, so you're really just relying on your armor, which, you know, can be good, but we gotta see really how good the health is. So if you guys didn't know, actually, Paladin has one of the most health in the game because it's actually got a shield. So if you were to go around killing people with Paladin, you're gonna have a pretty long time alive because you got a lot of health and you have your heal. But the thing with Demon is, so pretty much, guys, if you didn't know, when you get attacked as a Demon, so if you take a lot of damage as a Demon, for example, and you let him hit you, what you guys can actually do is actually, as you guys can see, a pretty low health. If you use your F attack, it's actually gonna drain the life from him, and it will give you some health back. It's not gonna be a crazy amount of health, but if you can do it to enough people, definitely is gonna give you some health back, and it's definitely gonna be worth the grind, and it's gonna give you a lot of damage to it, which is gonna be super tanky. Now, the scythe itself is not very tanky, I will say that, but it does have a bit of range to it, as you guys can see that purple thing right there, which can be kind of effective if you're not hitting them close on, because, you know, when you're moving, you can't actually, you move a bit forwards, but you don't actually run as you're hitting. So it can be a bit helpful when you get the extra range and the extra hitbox damage. Now, I want to see if I can actually drag both of these guys together and see if I can drain health from both of them and see if I can get more health off them. So if I use my attack, you actually have to use both. But you guys can see I am draining from him now, and I am getting my health back. It was a bit slow there, but I think you guys can see my point there. Now, overall, here's what I'm going to say with the most balanced. So I generally do believe that Paladin is the most balanced in the game with the tankiness of his sword. He's got a shield. He's got the most health. You guys can have 92,000. I've hit 101,000 before with Fortress on my armor, which I don't actually have on now, but I have hit that before. And he really just has this beam, which is super tanky. His sword is tanky. He's got these buffs that he uses when he uses his beam from his sword. He's got a shield, which is overpowered. And overall, he's just really balanced. He's got his heals that he can use on multiple teammates. And I would say if Demon can use his life drain to spread around multiple teammates, now don't quote me on this, but as far as I know, it doesn't actually heal the rest of your teammates. Now, if Demon could do that, this would be a bit more of an argument, but I'm gonna say for now, Paladin is the most balanced class in the game, and I'm gonna say this really is the best class generally in the whole game with its heals, defense, tankiness, DPS, all type of stuff. Now, you guys can also talk about alt attacks, but leaving alt attacks out of this or even adding them on, it really doesn't matter. I really gonna stick with Paladin for this because Paladin honestly does have a great alt attack as well. You press X and it's just gonna heal all your damage, so you get that extra heal. With Demon, it's just gonna do more damage, so it's not gonna do that much healing. So guys, overall, the win I'm gonna give here is definitely gonna be for Paladin. But guys, again, I want you guys to main the class that you guys like the most, and who says you have to main? Just play whatever you want to do. Have fun in this game. It doesn't matter if you're playing the best class or not. I mean, guys, you could be playing the beginner class. Like, honestly, who cares, you know? I mainly use Demon just because, again, he is very balanced. He's not the most balanced in my opinion, but I think he is very balanced. He looks super cool because he floats, and I think he's just an endgame class, and playing an endgame class is always super fun. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be about it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys go ahead and press that fat subscribe button, guys. It really just helped the channel a lot. And guys, if you can go ahead and like the video, that is really gonna help me a lot with the algorithm and get this video recommended to more people if you did enjoy. If you guys did agree with me, make sure you guys go and tell me down below in the comments. And if you didn't, also tell me. I want to hear you guys' opinions. Again, guys, this is my opinion. There are some facts in this, but a lot of this is opinion. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will most likely see you guys tomorrow. Peace!